looking at the 2020 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. And new for all 2020 4Runners, you get a much improved interior and also better safety tech. New for the 2020 TRD Pro specifically, you get the TRD branded catback exhaust and this really sick looking army green color. And for nearly $50,000, if you don't get it in this color, what is wrong with you? Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Hanson. Welcome to another episode of Before You Buy. This is a segment where I like to talk about the car's features that I like, dislike, and what it's like to drive. So hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll know what this car is all about before you head to the dealership, take it out for a test drive, and eventually, who knows, maybe even buy the car. So let's get going. I'm sitting in the 2020 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. Now, mechanically speaking, there's really no difference between the 2020 and the 2019 model years. There was a lot that was introduced in the 2019 model year for the TRD Pro, but for 2020, it's all about the new creature comforts inside that make this not just a capable off-roader, but a great daily driver. So let's get started with my likes. The first one, and I might be being superficial here, but I am in love with this army green color. And the best part is that this paint isn't a premium option, so you don't have to pay extra to look this good. While we're on the subject of color, I also love this blacked out 17-inch TRD rims. Overall, the green on black scheme here looks very intimidating. This being the TRD Pro, of course, I can't not talk about the off-road capability. This comes with the 2.5-inch Fox shocks on all four corners with TRD tuned coil springs. This comes with the TRD skid plate. This comes with the 4x4 capability with the electronic locking rear diff, and this has Toyota's crawl feature, which regulates engine and braking on its own, so think of it as a cruise control when you're off-roading. You also have the multi-terrain select system. This allows wheel slippage depending on surface conditions. You've got your mud and sand mode, loose rock, mogul, and rock modes. Other small things I like is this roof basket, the unique Toyota grille, and also all the TRD badging, more than you can count. If you're a big fan of old school off-roaders, then you're gonna love the 4Runner TRD Pro because there's a lot of cool old school stuff in here. For example, this has the body-on-frame construction, so this is better for off-roading, and you also get that higher ground clearance. This also comes with the 4-liter naturally aspirated V6, making 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. I also like the rear hatch window that slides down. Name me another SUV that can still do that for the 2020 model years. Now let's discuss what really sets the 2020 model year apart. It's got a redesigned instrument panel. The old one had a really ugly and very low resolution display. In the center console, you have an available 8-inch touchscreen display with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa. Now, I love any car that offers Apple CarPlay and Android Auto because it offers a user interface that I'm very comfortable with. You can also have this optional dash cam. It's sleek, has an OEM feel, and there's also an app where you can download your full HD videos. The 2020 model also makes the 4Runner into a safer daily driver. Toyota Safety Sense, or TSSP, is now standard on all grades. This means it has pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, auto high beams, and high-speed dynamic radar cruise control. Despite all of these modern safety features, it's still missing one crucial part, and perhaps this is a good spot to start discussing my dislikes about this SUV. And the first one is that it has no blind spot monitoring system. If this SUV has a radar-based cruise control system, why doesn't it have a radar-based blind spot monitoring system? This also doesn't have rear cross traffic alert. When you're backing up, all you get to see is this backup camera, which is nice, but that's all standard now for all new cars. But it doesn't warn you when a car's coming from the left or right. And lastly, I don't like the mileage in this car. This has V8 type mileage without the V8 power. This gets 17 city, 20 highway, and a combined mileage of 18 miles per gallon. And that's really the downside of having all of these old school tech like the body on frame and also the naturally aspirated engine. It's a lot heavier, it's not as fuel efficient, so your wallet's going to take a hit when it comes time to fill up. So what is it like to drive? How about acceleration? It's not too bad. It's got 278 pound-feet of torque and it's carrying about 4,400 to 4,800 pounds, so you do the math. It's not going to be that great, but it's not terrible. So this is not a sports car, But with a 5,000 pound towing capacity, you can tow a small trailer with a sports car, so win-win. When it comes to the ride, these Fox shocks do a really good job to dampen out the imperfections on a road. In terms of handling, well, this has a very floaty feel to it thanks to its high center of gravity and also relatively soft suspension. So again, sports car this is not, but given what this thing can do, I think the handling's pretty decent. If I had to compare the handling to something, this feels like a much better handling four-door Wrangler. One of the best parts in driving an SUV like this is that you're so high up, and compared to other small crossovers, I'm towering over them. And yes, it does kind of suck that this doesn't have blind spot monitoring system, because over in my back right corner would be a little bit tough to see all those smaller sports cars. But besides that, visibility out of this SUV is not too bad at all. So overall, I like the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro a lot. Mechanically speaking, there's not a lot different between the 2020 and the 2019 model years. So if you're into off-roading and all that you care about is to go off-roading and not really all the creature comforts that you get, by all means, save some money, get the 2019 model year. But if you plan on using this for a lot more than just going on your off-road trails, going rock crawling, take this to work on your daily driving commute, getting groceries and whatnot, then all the creature comfort features in here, like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the safety tech, that makes this into a much better daily driver. So there you have it. What did you think of the $50,000 2020 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please consider giving it a like, giving us a subscribe, and hitting that notification bell. There's a lot going on the Shifting Lanes channel. We review new cars just like this one, and we also have several project cars. I want to thank you so much for watching all the way till the end, and I will see you next time.